But essentially, this podcast, what is it about? It's not about anything specific. It's just like an excuse to just have conversations with people.
Yeah, valeu.
And
if it wasn't for this podcast, eu acho que não ia ver Derek for another 2 years.
Exactly. So like, it's just an excuse to have conversations with people, and then I'm trying to work my way up. You're like my first famous guest.
Hey, let's go.
Yeah, true. So yeah, it's essentially that. Nothing really crazy like that. Em termos de língua, sabe, viveremos é uma cena maninho complicada.
Exactly.
Enquanto já viveste fora, porque ficas maninga toda a falar inglês. Even if you haven't lived outside, if you just speak English toda hora.
Because it's easier.
Yeah, é mais fácil. Para falar português tem que parar, pensar maninho cenas,
traduzir in your head,
and then so it's
which
not
is ridiculous,
easy.
honestly.
It's not easy. So like o goal era ter o podcast em português, mas like os últimos 2 episodes que eu gravei before this one foram todos em inglês, because I was like, bro, fuck it. E foi com Chuck, so I was like, bro, I'm not gonna speak Portuguese com Chuck.
Yeah, I get you.
Depois with a few friends, two like brother and sister siblings, também viveram fora for a long time, so they speak more English than Portuguese. Íamos estar aqui a canhar. So.
O problema that I find with content in Moz for people that, struggle com essa cena é que your content isn't optimized for Moz. But it's also not optimized para English speaking countries because you're mixing it up. De repente no meio tu falas português, whatever. So é dilema meio complexo porque tipo teu content doesn't really have. I mean, it has a very very specific audience. A very small audience that like has to speak both
languages
at the same time. So how would you market it?
Yeah, that's tough. Just market it to the city kids, like that's your target.
Aí tá já aceitar que eu estou a fazer esse podcast for like
10 people. It's like today I'm gonna have 10 loyal fans for this podcast. Vocês gajos que vão estar aqui every week.
Bro. So
but it's tough, man. E outra cena também é tough porque nós, I think eu já disse a cena num podcast anterior, mas nós somos o único país na nossa região que fala português. Like, temos nós aqui, depois temos Angola lá, and then like temos entire gap até chegar a malta Cabo Verde, and then after Cabo Verde é só Portugal, Brasil. So like, como um podcast ou creator que fala português, you're really limited by your geography.
Super.
Enquanto que esteja gajo que fala inglês, tens SA, Botswana, Zim, all these countries a volta falam português.
Man, you have it all.
So if you blow up in like SA, niggas no Zimbabwe vão te conhecer, niggas in Zambia vão te conhecer, just because you're South African e falas inglês.
A cena que é batota de South Africa é que you don't even need other countries to.
Exactly. Yeah, your market deles é big enough.
The market itself
can
sustain itself. Yeah, so
it's tough in these streets, man.
It's a rough game, bro. It's a rough game. So.
And it's something
what it is.
If você fica maninho a pensar, how's your approach been to this language thing? Because I know you started off the YouTubes em malta inglês back in the day. Depois chegou time you sort of transitioned para português, and it's been your main language now.
Like I had to accept that most of my audience was Portuguese speaking people. And I would start seeing people were getting upset. Bro, like, não tá me entendendo. Quero entender what the fuck is going on. E eu, it was at one point que eu até lembro que eu paguei for a digital ticket para tem evento aí que manager do Mr. Não manager. Gajo que joba com Mr. Beast that helps him with his content, whatever. He has an event where he invites YouTuber to like teach about content creation, whatever. So I pay for one. And one of the things that I learned nesse event was that your geography matters. How YouTube spreads your videos. The number one thing that blows your YouTube up is YouTube itself. Who it's gonna show your video to. E isso is done based on your geography. So I was like, okay, meus vídeos estão a sofrer. Porque YouTube está a tentar espalhar vídeos para like people in Moz, mas people in Moz aren't watching.
Porque é inglês.
So I caved, man. I was like, bro, it is what it is. I'm gonna start doing videos in Portuguese, and the channel started doing a lot better. Then, but then I stopped. So, mas a cena que eu percebi é que YouTube is very specific because of how YouTube works. I don't know how, like, for podcast, por exemplo,
Yeah.
eu não sei como é que o Spotify funciona,
Yeah.
right? Mas YouTube, tipo, tens que perceber como é que a malta CPM works,
Yeah.
como é que faz dinheiro em YouTube, whatever,
yeah.
whatever, right? E eu também comecei a perceber que em Moz não passam
Yeah.
publicidade.
Yeah.
Like they do fora.
Right.
Estás a ver?
I've seen, eu já vi ads, mas são ads de fora.
Sem VPN.
Yeah, like se eu abro o meu...
Recently?
Yeah, se eu abro o meu coisa. If I open my YouTube app, se eu estou a abrir sem ad blocker, começam a aparecer ads like da África do Sul,
Mas
pastilhas,
tu, então acho que teu YouTube está registrado.
I think it goes YouTube ZA for some
Yeah,
reason.
yeah. Então teu YouTube está registrado. Tipo, country where you open your channel
Yeah,
is South Africa.
South Africa. Okay.
That's why, yeah. So, é tipo viajaste
Yeah.
para
Okay.
Moz, yeah. Mas you live in South Africa, so that's why it shows coisas da South. Porque em Moz, não tem nenhuma câmera a fazer publicidade
On YouTube.
So, if the majority of your audience is Mozambicans, you're not going to see ads, you're not going to make money.
Oh shit.
So even if you have 500,000 subs, but like 80% of our Moz,
Yeah.
only 20% of your audience is actually bringing you revenue.
Yeah.
Então, what you actually want, se tu queres fazer living off of YouTube
Yeah.
em Moz, you want to get to like people de Portugal, people
Yeah.
do Brasil, which is very difficult porque, epá, isso aí é uma observação que eu fiz just looking around and to finish tudo. Mas like, I feel like Brazilians are very for their own people.
Yeah,
Estás a ver?
they
Tipo, if you're
support their
Brazilian,
own.
then yeah, we're gonna be all
Yeah.
for you. So é muito difícil furar esse market, é por isso que tu vês moçambicanos
Yeah.
a fazer YouTube vídeos talking about, e aí galera.
Now that you spoke about it, these guys, I think it's like a few guys, they live like in the north, fazem vídeos for YouTube, like em português, mas português é uma língua brasileirada. They do like, fazem cenas estranhas, malta, com quantos, like com 10 reais que eu posso comprar em Moçambique.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, how's this thing?
Yeah,
Você
it's
vive em
ridiculous.
Moz, usa lá
It
meticais.
looks ridiculous, bro.
I'm like, bro, what the hell? That's like
Yeah.
on thingy. They're on YouTube. They're also like on TikTok. Eu vejo maninho desses like moçambicanos brasileirados.
Bro,
Eu fico tipo, what the hell is going on, man?
teve no grupo de YouTubers de Moz, houve um case where people were like, bro, porque o que estava a acontecer, they call it tipo poverty porn.
yeah.
Yeah, onde os gajos que tipo, primeira vez moçambicano a provar pizza. Você fica tipo, bro, you're selling an image que não é essa cena. E houve um comentário onde um brasileiro was like, pessoal, like esses moçambicanos estão a nos usar for views, like isso aí não é verdade, que and someone, like people started getting upset, né, no grupo that
Yeah.
like esse pessoal está a vender uma imagem de Moz where it's like, you know, we're broke just for the views, whatever.
Yeah.
So, bro, people are doing all kind of crazy things.
It's all for the views, all
To
for
get the
for them
views,
to get
bro.
the breakthrough.
Yeah,
Do it
man.
all for the views. That's crazy.
It's getting ridiculous, bro.
What you guys talk about no grupo de YouTubers or something? How does that work? The squad.
Epá, bro, não vou te mentir, eu já não estou mais negativo. Já não estou mais negativo, because like, o problema é que eu acho que a intenção do grupo was good when it started, que era tipo criar uma comunidade. E essa comunidade que ia criar é tipo collaborations, mas o que acaba acontecendo, e I feel like isso é o que acaba acontecendo with all groups of that type, é malta, it just becomes a place where you go and you post your stuff. Estás a ver? So, yeah, some people may have, like, I remember I collaborated with at least one guy because of that group. Like, he came to my crib. Bro, I don't remember his channel name, but it wasn't a fun experience.
Yeah. Why wasn't it a fun
experience? Just because he asked. He was like, estou tendo uma ideia para um vídeo para o meu canal, let's do it. I'm like, cool. He comes to my crib.
Yeah.
And then he gets to my crib e é só ele. Só veio a pessoa dele. And I'm like, que talvez ele vai gravar com o cell dele, né? Mas ele vai pôr o cell aonde?
Será que vai ficar com uma cena handheld?
Yeah. And I was like, bro, como é que vais gravar? Ele com cell. Ok.
Yeah.
Mas vais por onde? Você não tem tripod. Like, bro, What do you mean? Like you're coming to my crib
It's like, bro, I thought you had all the gear. But qual a cena?
Bro, você é youtuber, como você não tem tripod?
Qual a cena, afinal?
Okay, tá nice, cool. He gets to the crib and he's like, yeah, onde é que tem mais light? Cool, acho que no meu room, ele tá nice, cool. Como é que organiza este room para gravar? I'm like, bro, man.
Was the idea good, at least? Whatever you wanted to record.
The idea was nice. I think it was a challenge video.
Yeah.
But you can tell people he was starting out, you know.
Yeah,
so
he was still getting.
Yeah, you can't. I mean, yeah, you can't. Yeah, bro, the video nunca vai ser. No, I shouldn't say nunca, but it's hard, very hard to make it like, you know, high quality stuff. Mas I didn't like the lack of preparedness.
Yeah.
I feel like se tu, bro, it doesn't matter se estás a colaborar com alguém que é bigger than you or smaller than you. Like, se tu falas com alguém, tipo, let's collab.
No.
Eu não posso then come to you and be unprepared, tipo, because it feels like I'm not respecting your time that you're giving to me. So, eu pessoalmente, if I want to collaborate with someone, I would be a little prepared. I feel like that's something I should have probably said to his face. Mas I'm a coward.
Now he's watching this shit like, afinal. Porra, this is what he thinks of me.
I'm not gonna say no names, mas yeah, that was the experience. Então, o grupo acabou, I feel like, delving into something that's more about promotion. Então, e também, pá, it's kind of in conflict with my personal values of how I interact with digital what? Tools. Yeah. Right? Tipo, eu tento não passar money time on WhatsApp or even Insta, ironically, and all these things. So I'm not really present to be
How do you do that in this connected world? I'm very ashamed of my screen on time.
Yeah, screen time. Yeah,
bro,
yeah.
Let me see the shit for this week, bro. Like, dev the report aqui. But okay, for today I've been on my phone for 2 hours, which is disgraceful. I woke up very early, but I didn't touch my phone right away. I touched my phone like 2 hours after I woke up. But it's still very disgraceful. Let me see for last week. I can't find it, bro. But I'm probably averaging like 6 hours a week. 6 hours a day, sorry, on my phone. 6
hours a week.
Hey, no. I wish, bro.
Yeah,
I wish.
You were a god.
Nah, check this. 7 hours and a half.
Bro, yeah, estás a matar o game,
this
bro.
is disgraceful. Depois já te verei, it's just like
18 hours on Twitter. Yeah,
just like Twitter and WhatsApp, bro. Like it's a disgrace,
man. Hey, não, bro, estás a matar o game. For me, tipo, I'm a big fan of Cal Newport, estás a ver?
Yeah.
Que é o big G de digital TikToks, whatever. So I've been doing a terrible job recently.
No.
Mas uma cena que me ajuda é que I don't have Instagram or Twitter or anything on my phone.
Yeah.
I have it on my
laptop,
iPad.
Yeah, whatever.
I have it on my iPad. Mas even that, I average like 3 to 4 hours a day, which to me is crazy. Porque houve time where I was averaging 1 hour on each device a day. So that's my goal. My goal is to get back to an hour a day on each device. I recently, like, 3 days ago, I deleted Instagram, Twitter from my iPad because I was like, bro, it's getting out of control, man. Ironically, that hinders my ability to create content for Instagram.
How does you not being there impact you creating?
My best ideas come from doing things unrelated to videos. Just spending time with people, with parents, or tipo reading or whatever. That's when I come up with my best ideas and whatnot. And spending a lot of time on Instagram and stuff, I notice makes me mentally lazy. Yeah. So I don't want to spend as much time editing or writing. I want to get done with that as fast as possible. Então, I feel like I need more boredom in my life so that I can be willing to spend more time on the details and whatnot. Tipo uma cena que minha namorada até complained about. She said that like my videos feel like they lack effort. Yeah. E epá, eu acho que é pouco relativo também porque some of my most viewed videos não são vídeos que eu passei muito tempo like writing or editing, esteja a ver, mas e também sei lá, tem a ver, like how the circumstances in which I had to record certain videos like don't allow me to spend a lot of time on them, whatever. Então it's a little complex, but I feel like what she was alluding to é que some of the videos feel like they're not really they lack any complexity to them. That's what I interpret it as, and there isn't any complexity. Eu tento fazer os vídeos mais simples possível para ser o mais rápido possível. Eu acho que isso é um resultado de passar money time
on it, so you're like, I just need to do this.
Exatamente, bro.
Mas as a creator, isn't like no mindfuck você like your most viewed video is probably something you came up with while you're like in the toilet. E editaste malta 20 minutos. E depois aquele vídeo que você ficou malta 2 weeks a planear, depois filmas for like a week and then you edit for like another week. Aquele vídeo vai ter like 10 views. Haha. So depois acabou.
Bro, it's a big mindfuck porque eu lembro que like havia vídeos where I would think of like a crazy transition or effect maning terrível. No one would notice. No one would notice. Talvez like another like Neymar or Max would be like, bro, aquela cena que você naquela parte foi terrível. And I'd be like, appreciate it. Mas tipo, it felt a little tipo, bro, all that effort para nada, estás a ver? Mas uma cena tipo, uma cena que eu aprendi through that experience é que tipo, tu tens que you have to fight the war according to where you're fighting it, estás a ver? Tipo, okay, if you're fighting it se tu estás a fightar uma war em Gaza, having spears might be enough, né? For an example, having spears might be enough, mas você não pode ir para England and be like, funcionou em Gaza, let me use spears in England. You gotta fight the war como é, appropriate in each place. Então, a realidade é que people don't care about crazy edits or whatever. Tanto que I know that you know this, tipo, the best como é que é, video editors in the game don't have the most views in YouTube, in Insta, whatever, like, because it's not about the complexity of the content creating process. People just want to digest simple stuff, laugh for a little bit, and because I had to accept that. So I started making video. Mesmo agora, tipo, eu tô a tentar fazer uma transição with my content, porque my content is still like 2 minutes, 2-minute videos. So I want to make them shorter. Porque agora I feel like it's the era of TikTok. I'm not on TikTok. I feel like
you will. Every person that comes here, I tell them like, don't go on TikTok.
Bro, no,
don't go there.
I feel like it's like cocaine for your brain, man. Like,
I feel like it's worse. Where it might be like crystal meth or like. That shit makes no sense.
Yeah, man. I tried downloaded it like a few months. A lot of months back, and it didn't end up. I was like, bro, no, this is too much, man. Like, you spend way too much time on it. So, at least for me, I don't think I have zero self-control.
You be there scrolling the whole night,
bro. For real, man. For real.
And the thing is, the smart thing que eles fizeram quando criaram aquela cena é que it's an infinite timeline. Like quando estás no Insta, you scroll, depois aparece aquele certo tipo, like you've seen everything for the week, or you've seen all the posts and whatnot. TikTok, that doesn't happen. Você pode ficar no TikTok dia inteiro ali scrolling, não has de ver the same thing twice.
Bro, quantas pessoas que segues no Insta para tu veres aquele certinho?
No, I have 2 Instas. I have like one que tem malta 40 pessoas, so I don't post often.
Eu tenho também. A secret one where I think I follow like 10 people. That's the only one on the page. Like my other one, like eu sigo 100 pessoas, and it's still a lot, man. Bro.
But I haven't been on Insta like that for a while now, just because I feel like Zuck's sort of messed up the platform. It's not as nice,
bro. It's horrible, bro. It's horrible. Like, eu acho que eu nunca disse a cena publicly, só já disse aos meus homens, mas like, my goal is to one day just be gone from Insta, people. Like I don't feel like it's I don't feel like it's a nice place.
No.
So Fuck Zuckerberg, bro. Sorry.
Man that's investing all his company's funds into the metaverse.
E não tá dando certo, bro.
Aquele senhor, who's that? Jimmy Cramer. Tem senhor que aparece on TV, like in the US, and he gives like stock tips and stuff like that.
Tô vendo.
Bro, ele foi on TV this week, bro. Man was nearly crying because like Facebook stock went down like 20% in one day, tipo, durante a semana passada. And he's just like, yeah, I got it wrong, guys. I got it wrong. I apologize. I trusted the management team of Facebook, but they have disappointed me, and I'm very, very sorry, guys. Ele ficou só a falar assim, I'm sorry for like 2 minutes. Todo vídeo era tipo, I'm sorry. And yeah, man's just with this Facebook, with this metaverse things, and it's crazy, bro. Yeah. But I feel like something sort of related to the Insta thing. You sort of transitioned from YouTube into like Insta because you were doing like YouTube for like a long time, and then you went like to Insta. What drove that change? And I'm gonna be going all over the place because I have a lot of questions related to YouTube. Let's start there.
You keep all these questions in your head?
No, in my head, I wrote them down. I have like a notes thing here, but they're also in my head.
Hey, professional, man.
We're trying.
I don't really remember. Porque I have a sensation that it was tipo alguém me agitou.
Yeah.
And I was like, alright, cool. Let me start doing it on Insta. I don't really remember why I started YouTube, but I don't remember why I made that transition. But there was a reason.
Yeah.
Não foi só uma cena willy-nilly.
Yeah.
Mas yeah, honestly, tipo, my thing é YouTube, man. Like YouTube is what I really love. Yeah, o que me fez kinda perder, porque já não estou a falar isso, mas já não posto.
Yeah, for 11 months. Yeah, I was on your YouTube page like a few days ago, and I was like, what is the last thing Tino posted on YouTube?
Essa cena é embarrassing, man. Hey, bro, I remember when I stopped, it was like, yeah, I'm just gonna do it for a month, and then I'll be back. It has been almost a year. Yeah, mas I have one coming up by next month. It's gonna be up there. So we're gonna be back.
YouTube game.
We're gonna be back at it. Mas tipo, a cena que me fez perder, tipo, feeling to post, like, it's the money thing. Because, like, I went into YouTube, like, as long ago as I did, tipo, with the intent of, like, this is gonna be what I'm gonna do for a living.
Yeah.
And then I started finding out more about how YouTube works, and I was like, bro, even if I explode to the max again more, it's like, I don't see it. Yeah. Maybe one day vamos chegar lá. Yeah. But right now, I don't see it. Então, eu fiquei tipo, eu quero fazer YouTube for the passion of it. I don't want to need money to come from it. So, yeah, that's what made me stop. Mas like, yeah, I don't remember what made me transition into Instagram.
Push into Insta.
Yeah, but what made me stay there, like it's what started bringing income. And it was like quick, at least at the time. It's not quick anymore. But yeah, I don't really remember.
Shame, man. Okay, but wait, and how's Insta been treating you now? That's how did it go from like, okay, I'm just posting videos on Insta to like brands want to be like, yo, Tino, I like what you're doing on Insta. Come do some stuff for us. I know like Miramar, you did like a few things for them.
Yeah.
The M-Sale and a few other brands. How did that approach work?
Yeah, it was sort of by I want to say luck a little bit, porque tipo, eu não estava chasing essa cena, eu só estava a postar, and then de repente quando eu voltei, someone that was working with those jam hit me up, tipo, bro, we have an idea that we want to do for you, e aquela cena foi super successful, like, I think to this day those videos are they're on their page, like they're the ones that got the most views
in the page.
I got a son of my work, so which kind of, I guess it makes sense now. Like the videos that I spent the most amount of work on, they brought in the most views, and when I saw after that's when I was like, oh, okay, so you can actually do so things, that's when Brent started approaching more, and I started going after it as well. So that's how that happened. I would say I just got lucky. I had no idea. I remember I undercharged them.
Was it like how did it feel? Was it like afterwards you're like, you know what, I should have asked for more money, bro?
No,
was it
it was because I was like, I would like this much. They're like, okay, cool, sign. I was like, whenever they,
You're like,
they're super
shit, I
quick, yeah,
fucked up.
you know that you're like, and then what gave me the checkmate was that like a friend of mine spoke to one person that worked there, and the person that worked there was commenting with her, people, but why did they ask for so little? I was like, what?
Like, wow.
That was so little, and that was the experience.
You're like, I should have just call them back. Like, yo, I messed up.
Yeah.
Faltava zero naquele número ali que eu disse, tá vendo, guys?
Yeah, bro.
But, like,
Mas, tipo,
move it up.
I feel like, as the creator,
Yeah.
you gotta do your part as well.
Yeah,
My
gotta do
job
your homework.
as the brand is to spend the least amount of
money,
spot, which is a shame. We shouldn't be like that.
Yeah.
It's very much like I'm focusing on the bottom line. So
Yeah.
if I can spend less and get the most for
Yeah.
it, that's what I'm gonna do. So you as the creator, your job is the opposite. Like you wanna receive the most, for as little work as possible.
Yeah.
So,
but I mean, I feel like maybe the reward wasn't financial in the sense that it probably opened a lot of doors for you after you did those series with the
100% did, yeah.
And then you're like, okay, maybe I lost some money there, mas tipo, lá frente I managed to.
It's all about perspective because I didn't lose any money.
Yeah.
Like losing money would have been. I made 150, mas só recebi 100.
Yeah.
Estás a ver? So, então, the potential was there to make more, mas in the end, I left with more than I had when I started.
When you started, yeah.
So
it was like a net positive.
Exatamente.
Yeah.
In a myriad of ways. So
and how is the negotiating with the brands? How does it work? Do they come to you with like a budget? Like, okay, here's how much we have, or do they like just tell you like write a number on that paper? And I'm asking this because like eu tava vendo outro podcast with Kubulas. I was rewatching, and then you mentioned that with brand, you never really know where you stand in terms of cash, like what to ask as a creator, because there's no like clear guidelines, tipo, or you guys in between each other, you're like, okay, guys, I'm gonna charge like 100K or nothing.
Então, esse é o biggest issue, I would say, being a content creator in malls. É que não há uma como é que é? Associação de creators or whatever. Então, o maior problema é que I might have my standards. Mas brands know if you don't accept this, I'll find someone who will. And someone will. Estás a ver? So, isso aí cria um issue maning big where I feel like the only option I'm gonna be I mean, I noticed that the thing that matters the most in malls is numbers. It's not quality. It's not the quality of content. So it's either I'm gonna be so. It's probably I'm gonna be like so big. Ki they're gonna have no choice but to pay me what I want. Because if they don't pay me, they're not gonna have an artist, a creator,
with the same platform.
Because my focus before was I'm gonna be so good at what I do that they can go to someone that accepts less, but it's not gonna be as good as. But they don't give a fuck about that shit. They don't care. And now that's a big issue with people. Not just in content creation. I feel like brands, companies, and malls always underpay for services and whatever. It doesn't matter what you do; they're gonna pay you less than what you feel is worth. So it's tough, man.
It's just a must thing, bro. It's just a must thing.
It's a must thing.
People want to get the most for the least.
It feels like it's inescapable. So go let your buck on brands de fora, you know, because
get those foreign bucks.
For real, bro. I feel like that's where the money's at, man.
But on that same note, you also, I guess, we're gonna segue into like part of the money issue. Then you joined like an agency recently. It's just people. How'd you get signed? What benefits you get from being like a signed?
First and foremost, I know one of the creators of Just People, Maida. She's my friend for more than 20 years. So if she didn't call me to join that agency, I would have been pissed. So that's how I was you know, introduced to the whole thing. Mas how it works is simply that for me, the biggest benefit is they do the negotiations for me because I'm trash. Eu sou horrível, bro. I'm too nice, man. I'm not enough of a dick to negotiate, especially with brands like E, because they don't give a fuck about you. They will whatever advantage they can take of you, they will take. Yeah. So to me, the best thing about working with them is that I know that they're gonna fight for me, and they can fight. Yeah. So that to me is the biggest thing. Mas tipo, they build relationships with brands as well and stuff like that. So me being part of the roster, I get to take advantage of some of that. So, but for me, the number one thing is I don't want to deal with negotiations. I don't want to deal with any of that. So having them to be able to do that is chef's kiss.
Chef's kiss. No, it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
But what was I gonna say? With the negotiating part, I mean, I guess it also frees up time for you to do other stuff. You don't have to worry about dealing with these guys. My
biggest goal with content creation is to be able to only focus on the content. I don't want to care about what I want someone to come and tell me, people, your videos need to be shorter so that we can favor the algorithms or whatever. I don't want to have to research any of that. I don't want to focus. I just want to focus on what am I going to talk about, how am I going to talk about it, whatever. So I remember seeing a video de MKBHD onde o gajo falou, o gajo disse que tipo epá, eu não lembro se ele disse que é o que ele quer, mas ele mencionou uma cena tipo a brand or a company pode ser, you might be the reason that the company exists, mas tipo, you don't have to be the CEO, por exemplo. Like, I'm that. Eu não quero ser CEO, the whatever. I want to create content. When it comes to content, that's all I want. Anything else, cool. But like, I think I'd be a terrible boss. horrible boss.
Why?
Because I'm too nice. I'm too nice. Like, I'm not enough of like, you know, so it would just be a mess.
But I think it's important for you to be like a dick sometimes,
exactly. Which I'm not.
You guys are messing this up.
Yeah, dude.
You guys are fucking this up. What's this?
Yeah, man.
Do better, guys.
I don't know if I have that in me. I mean, I hope I do, because I feel like you need it, bro. You need a little bit of it. So yeah, like my goal as a sign up, bro. I want to have someone that does everything else. Like one big thing that I've thought of, you need money to be able to pay them a salary. Exactly. So, and especially in my case, porque I don't want to focus on like, eu não quero que o money tenha que vir from the content itself. So the money has to come from somewhere else. So I have people to help me with that. Mas like uma cena, por exemplo, que eu acho que é mais importante, like I make challenge videos for YouTube. Então I have challenge ideas where it's like, I need a space where I can do this. I need certain types of equipment. I want someone that gonna take it on. Eu nunca tenho que falar tipo para você como abrir lugar que arranjar, sei lá. I might need bikes or whatever. Like someone should go do all of that. So that's my goal, man.
That's your goal
with all of that stuff.
Now, okay. There's two things that just came to my mind. First, have you seen that video where MKBHD is sort of like giving a tour of his space? Depois fala do team dele.
Do novo space.
No, I think it's the old space still. Like they're still there. Ele tava só introducing his team, showing it's like how the channel's run. I think it was like studio tour, maybe. Maybe it's a new space. I don't know. I remember seeing two. Tem que ele até conduz Tesla pequenino, esse aí. No, it's not that one.
Então acho que tá falando do studio before that.
It's the other one.
Quero, acho que eram duas pessoas.
No, there's more, but I think they were like, he has like 5 employees in total. He was just giving, tava dando a run through of like his space and whatnot, and how they have.
Outro channel, naquele channel
in his main. I think it's in his main channel. And I think I was thinking maybe you want something similar. Porque o gajo estava a explicar que tipo tem aquele space deles, tem desk do gajo, ele tem tipo researcher, tem gajo que é tipo just graphic design and all that stuff. He has like a sound guy and stuff like that. Tem nigga que fica a montar cenários and all that stuff. And then essentially what it just does, ele chega ali, gets this researcher stuff, he reads it, does like all this work, goes to the room, já tem lighting set up, que tem gajo que tá doing his lighting, just gets there, speaks, já está. Depois tem editing bay, tem outro gajo também tá ali, just putting everything together. And that's it.
Eu acho que o creator that is the closest to what I want é Logan Paul. Porque Logan Paul tem cameraman e tem editor and he records, and then he sends the footage to his editor, and he tells people to sing, whatever, and they interact, one another to try and create whatever. So that's what I would like to. I would have a bigger team.
Yeah.
Which I guess MKBHD is closer. So I have a bigger team because I also need people to figure out the space, whatever. Like I would love. Já viste studio de como chama aqueles gajos ali de Trick Shots?
Oh shit, I know what you're talking about. I just forget the name.
Aquela gang ali, Dude Perfect.
Yeah, Dude Perfect.
No, I don't even think it's a warehouse basically. And they have this huge space where they can just do whatever they want. Então agora merece ter uma cena assim, bro. Huge space where I can do all kinds of crazy challenges, whatever. Mas Shibaba.
Get it there. Need a sponsor. But yeah, I seen at MKPhD. It was really crazy because I was like, bro, you guys all you essentially run a company. And you're like the head of the company. You're like the YouTuber. You just go there, record, buzz, and then everyone else manages things for you.
Exactly, bro.
You're here reviewing phones, the cameras, and all that stuff.
Yeah, bro. And that gives you space to do whatever the stuff you want to get into.
There's a lot of space in your mind.
So yeah,
man has a literal like robotic camera arm, typically like doing crazy stuff, and I'm like, bro, what's this? How'd you even get there, bro? Like,
bro, we saw him get there. Like we've been watching him for the longest.
Ele a começar com telefone pequeno no coisa, in his room, a fazer review do coisa, programas. He wasn't even reviewing text. Like, he was just doing. I'm like, here, new Microsoft Excel came out. Now he's here reviewing cars.
It's impressive. Me, the MKBHD, like he did all of that. He has a degree.
Yeah.
No, but and he does sports. Como chama frisbee?
Frisbee.
Yeah, bro. It's very like he has a whole life out. But he's one of the most successful YouTubers ever. It's very like, maninho impressive, bro. Que guys deve ter uma nível de organização que é crazy, man. Yeah. Mas se tiver algum sponsor aí, they would like to
give you a warehouse,
mining, bro.
With, all this tech
come through. Mas would you ever be willing to like be a part of a team like that, Malta, as an editor?
Yeah, I feel like they all like. I feel like at that stage, bro, it makes a lot of sense. But you're essentially getting paid big bucks because I mean, whatever. The channel's making big bucks. You're getting paid big bucks, and you have access to all this crazy stuff, bro, Malta. No office, aqueles gajos fica like nesse tour que ele dá, they have like these boxes que nem tem labels, que só estão tipo, it's like secret stuff, secret project from Apple. Tipo, disseram essa box aqui, não podemos abrir até. So you get access to a lot of cool stuff, bro. Even acho que esse editor de Logan, I think I've seen him. Ele faz uns tutorials, tipo how to edit the video, how to paste and stuff. And he's just like, I edit videos for this guy. I get paid big bucks, and here I'm gonna teach you a few things que eu faço. And that's their job, bro. And I'm pretty sure they don't just edit for one person. For me, tem mais gajos.
Now, I ask the Logan Paul, pelo menos, only edits, or at least for the longest time, he only used to edit for him. Yeah,
but at the same, even then, you're like, bro, people like the content. Is it pagar big bucks or vou passar para outro channel?
100. Because I've got my experience, I've got my exposure, so now I can be my own person. So.
Mas uma cena crazy, seria ser editor de aquele the rich guy you show me, Jon Olsen, que mandou gasta de bro, você tem que vir aqui, vem lá viver comigo, and you get to do some crazy stuff. Like, let's just travel to the middle of Norway, ice, with the Red Bull cars, and then de repente, now we're in Marbella now, we're buying a new house, vem lá filmar essa cena.
A cena terrível de Jon é que, from what I've seen, every single person that starts working with them, when they stop, they're better off. Every single person. Like, I don't follow him as closely, mas tipo, o gajo que ele acompanhava, o editor, Benny.
I remember Ben,
Bro, aquele gajo became so integral to him, to Jon Olsen and his family, that when they created the clothing company, they gave him a share. They gave him shares of it. So já está, bro.
Like it's set for life.
Não precisa fazer mais nada.
Agora vai levar aquele dinheiro que Jon dava, just go edit movies, make movies, and stuff like that.
He does whatever he wants to do.
I stopped watching Jon also because I started feeling very poor, bro. Like,
bro,
era maninho where eu tô a ver esse gajo, tipo, we're gonna go and buy a house in Marbella. We're just looking looking around.
Bro.
It's like a new house for the summer. Yeah, $5 million, pa. Like, bro, you know how hard it is to get $5 million. You're just spending it like.
Their whole family just plays around with money.
We're getting like 2 new Bentleys, porque, you know, wife wants a Bentley, I also want a Bentley, so we're just gonna get it. Then now we're gonna get a yacht, porque, you know what, we need something for the sea. I'm like, bro, what are we doing? What kind of life is
this? For me, I felt inspired.
Nah, just so poor after a while.
By him,
like,
porque it doesn't feel like he's showing off. It never felt like I'm a YouTuber where it feels like you just want us to know that you're rich. Mas with you, it feels like ele está a viver vida dele.
É vida normal dele.
Yeah, bro, ele só está a laifar. Ele não tá a se esforçar para você ver que, bro, aqui estamos com. Mas a cena que eu fiquei tipo, bro, quando é essa cena que eu quero fazer. Naquela cena me marcou maninho, bro. Like they were traveling from one country to another no yacht do cota da Yanni. Né? Então they had to stop to abastecer o iate. Param, abastecem, and the bill was like 12,000 euros.
Yeah.
And what they did was they called everyone que estava no iate. They took their credit cards, puseram no chapéu, and they were like, "Oh, credit card que você aqui vai pagar a cena." I was like, bro.
Are you just confident that you have 12,000 euros?
That everyone here has, anyone here can pay. Like, his Yanni, him, whoever. Like, we can pay 12,000. I was like, bro, 8 goals, man. Like, that's the life. All the homies, dude, but that's how we live in Tajaver. So, yeah, man, no problem.
Yeah, but it's content's dope. Yeah, maybe I'm just a hater, bro. I'm just like,
nah, bro, estás a hater. Não, isso aí é oficial. Estás a hater, mas that nigga cares. Estás a ver, like, o quanto ele tá crisp and everything. O meu gajo é maninho obsessive com os cenas dele. So
he's always like, I'm just gonna do this.
Yeah.
He got one season just chasing this one thing. But it gets it.
I wish I was a bit more obsessive with things. Like, I feel like also maninho. What's the word? A bit. The only thing I can think of é lackadaisical, estás a ver? Tipo, I'm very interested in things, mas I'm not tipo, bro, minha vida só vai ser essa cena, whatever, estás a ver? Like, that's why it takes a lot of time para mim, para like, to get good at certain things or whatever. Like, I feel like se eu tivesse pouco this obsessive behavior, bro, meu YouTube teria blown up on my name time, mas
But I think all people that have like done really great things, they all like a bit crazy with that obsession thing. Some niggas podem ficar fechados no room for like months, bro. Não saírem, not going outside, ficarem pálidos just because they're like, bro.
Eu posso ficar fechado no room for a month, mas não é porque estou a jogar. Não é porque estou à frente do laptop. Go crazy, estás a ver? So, mas eu acho que isso é verdade. Tipo, eu acho que isso é uma teoria que eu desenvolvi. Não tenho nenhuma evidência to prove that this is real. Mas eu acredito que the thing that hinders us in that sense, bro, não acho que é má, mas eu acho que the thing that hinders us in that sense of like creating this crazy levels of success é que in Moz you're tipo educated or taught to be balanced. Estás a ver? Like, you shouldn't just focus on one thing or whatever. Estás a ver? So even if you have an interest to like content creation or whatever, you still want to hang out with the homies. You still want to, you know, do all these other, you still want to dress well, whatever, bro. David Dobrik doesn't give a fuck about dressing well. He doesn't care how he looks, whatever. Era us, bro, aquele gajo era doente de YouTube. Mas eu acho que, like, I think every single supremely successful person financially. Let's also emphasize that. For people, uma cena que é importante de lembrar é que, bro, a lot of these niggas might not be doing well
in other parts
of life, mas career-wise, they're doing great. So I think that's where it's a cena de Moz é nice. É que, tipo, tu podes não ser super wealthy, mas, like, you probably, maybe not, okay, tá bom, like, relationships aqui it's wild, mas, tipo, you can, é normal, tipo, tu teres uma esposa, nice, whatever, family, whatever, you have values, so, mas, tipo, I think every single super successful person in one thing can attest to essa cena desde malta, bro, você tem que estar um pouco crazy, man. I remember Conor McGregor também dessa cena, o gajo disse, bro, for you to make it, you have to be a little bit gone, man. Você não pode estar 100%.
Não pode ser gajo tipo,
não pode
I'm gonna have a balanced life, vou acordar hoje,
não podes, bro.
Work for like 6 hours, and at the afternoon, I'm gonna go see my friends, depois à noite, wife. You just have to be like super like lasered in, focused, and doing that one thing.
Mas tem people que conseguem somehow. Tem um hedge fund. Well, he was. I know he's retired now. Yeah. Mas chama-se Stanley Druckenmiller.
Yeah.
Druckenmiller, whatever. O gajo tipo is considered one of the greatest hedge fund investors ever.
Yeah.
Right? He averaged 30% return a year for 30 years.
Jesus.
Yeah.
He's making a lot of people rich.
Bro, gajo era buçal, man. Gajo era buçal. Então, mas he has a wife that and they have great kids and they have, you know, a great family, whatever, by all accounts.
Yeah.
And people, yeah, doing well. And his wife is also a beast. Like, she's into like, I don't know, like biotech or some shit. I don't know. But she's also really like great at what she does. Yeah. Mas they managed to do it, but it feels like they're the exception.
Yeah, they're not
the norm. Yeah, so
they're not the norm.
Exactly.
No, okay, no, it's sort of crazy. I had something I wanted to say. I sent out the where you say like Mars and stuff. I was reading an essay by Paul Graham. He's talking about cities, bro, and like he was like, why you should move elsewhere, and he was essentially just saying, every city has not a voice, but every city has like a motive. If you move to like New York, it means like you care a lot about money, so the likelihood of you making money while living in New York is higher. If you move to a place like let's just say LA, right? And you have acting dreams, the probability of you being a successful actor is like tenfold. It grows exponentially there. So it's something that you think about whenever you're moving to a place. Like what kind of vibe is this city transmitting? How are the people in the city like? For example, I was thinking Cape Town is a very creative city. Like if you're in there, you're probably trying to do something creative and the likes, and it drives you to do that because there's a lot of nice things around and just free. While Joburg is like busy. So I was like, oh shit, maybe I should think about where I want to live based on the vibe of the city.
Yeah, it's very interesting. Eu nunca tinha pensado nesse sentido, mas it's true, bro. Tipo, por exemplo, uma cena that I've felt like tipo when I was in Cape, my mentality on approaching my career was different than it is now. It's very hard for you to feel like you can do anything quando estás mas quando estás fora, you believe I can become a photographer easy, whatever. Mas isso também é porque like the place you're in allows it. Like you have examples of people doing it. Like tipo, one thing that my parents would always ask me, tipo, tá bom, bro, você quer ser fazer vídeos como quem?
Show us an example.
No, be like, bro, come on.
Nigga, listen to UK.
You're in Mars. And it's true. In the moment, I was like, haters, bro. See, you don't believe in me. You're not seeing the vision. But now, I get it, you know. Like, you need, having references helps. And if you don't, bro,
it's a tough one.
It's a very tough one, bro. Mas tu também tens experiência. How was it for you? Because you were about the YouTube life, photography life, and then
I feel like it was harder here, but it's like, especially like photographer. When I take photos, I'm like, okay, what nice places can I go to take photos outside? And I just look around. I'm like, bro, I can go to Chazintundur, call it one, and like it's probably like another place in the city, but that's it.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
What else do I do? There's not a lot of like very inspiring places. In Cape Town, I could just be going outside. I'd be like, yo, there's one spot in the city. I'm running different. I haven't been there. Let's go take some pictures there.
Discover a new
I want to go Bacela, just Camps Bay. I found like one of those like secret beaches, and I'm like, oh shit, I should take pictures here. And when they get deep, and then that side also had like a lot of creative people I could have access to. that photography society that I had in school. There were like those Instagram walks. You'd go and meet some of the like famous Cape Town photographers.
Yeah.
Get the Gustav. I think did I meet Dean, bro?
I remember you said you were in the same.
Yeah, I think we were in like in the same Insta walk or something like that.
Yeah.
I met a few of the guys and I was like, oh shit, this is cool, bro. These are like people who came out like, hey, bro, these guys are doing ads for these big brands. So I can do it too. And quando I deep, yeah, it's just whatever, man. Just Mars.
Yeah.
And people that make, some like as serious, you'd be like, okay, let's shoot this day. Like, oh, cool, shake with deals. Like, I know I have something else to do. I can do it. It's like, bro. It just it's harder to do it here.
Very difficult, bro.
So yeah, it's an adjustment. How do you call it? It's an adjustment. Yeah, it's a different vibe. But then I also notice when I go elsewhere, and I'm like, oh shit, there's so much interesting things to see here. Maybe I should be taking more pictures and stuff like that. So yeah, I think it's the location, bro. It's the location.
Yeah, location affects a lot in ways that you don't even notice.
You don't even think about it until you're there. Then you're like, shit, fuck.
Yeah,
not ideal.
I still believe one day, bro.
One day, yeah, maybe you can be the reference for other people coming up. Like, yo. Yeah, that's the blueprint.
One thing that I'm very afraid of, que não parece estar muito longe de acontecer, é maltão. Eu sei lá, acabar num bang or whatever, no offense. Mas o problema não é acabar no bang, é estar no bang.
No.
And then clients come up and they're like, bro, esse gajo aqui é Tino, man, o gajo era um maninho terrível back in the days. And I'm there, just like, porra, man, fuck the bullshit, bro. E esses gajos estão a falar essa nação successful YouTubers. They're like, bro, esse gajo aqui que me inspirou, man. I'm like, bro, shut up, bro. I don't want to know that.
That's a funny thing with Moz. Because of the fact that sustaining like a career, just a purely creative career in Moz é hard. What ends up happening is that you work with a lot of these people in these banks, bro. Você vai chegar no bank and like DJ Tai é teu colega, DJ Fire é teu colega, and you're like, bro, this nigga's like a famous DJ. What are you doing here? E estás a ver like email que a assinatura é tipo nome de famous like rapper. You're like, bro, aren't you like a rapper? Shouldn't you be like, and they're successful people. Não somos que estão tipo starting up. Some people come out of 15, 20 years of like music and stuff. But they're working like regular day jobs. Enquanto devia ser uma cena de, this nigga's famous and he's living off his like, off his career and stuff like that. So it's a normal thing. It's a bit of a mind fuck still.
Yeah, one person that I admire a lot, that JR.
Yeah.
JR is in the banking game, but he's still going crazy with his creative career. Enquanto most people like they get into the banking system and like their creative career kind of falls off a bit. O que me sustenta is the bank.
Everyday job, bro.
Yeah, outra cena is like, so essa cena pra mim é mais ninguém.
It's like people like JR. I feel like one nigga that should be rich is Hernani. Like, that good nigga devia ser like multi-millionaire in dollars. Mas, it's Moz, man.
And you gotta fight the war according to where you at, man. Like, because I feel like Hernani's approach is approach that I've taken for the longest time, which is if I'm the best, then it's gonna come.
That's a guy.
And maybe it will, because it's still going strong, whatever. But like I feel like him, El Puto, a lot of people deserve to like be balling out of control. But
it's the country, man. So our GDP is not enough. If we're like in another country, maybe like we'd all be like just
possibly, man. Possibly.
Spending money, throwing notes to the club every day.
Yeah, man. You see a lot of people, Elon Musk wouldn't be Elon Musk se não tivesse saído de South Africa.
Exactly. Even if he's smart as shit,
exactly.
Canada.
Com toda a inteligência dele.
If he hadn't gone to Canada, so something else.
So I think we also gotta accept Kepa, bro. To some extent.
No.
I mean, I don't think Hernani should stop rapping ever, no? Mas
the GOAT.
If you want to be that millionaire life,
maybe you should go back to Portugal again. I don't know if he's still there, but like, he started doing some cool stuff while he was there. I remember like just before COVID, like 2019, he started getting features with a lot of the Portuguese. Or I think even during COVID, started getting features with a lot of the guys that were popping in Portugal and stuff like that.
So
easy,
so bro, it's a game changer, bro. Being a YouTuber in Portugal, it's a different ball game, bro. Like Max já estaria gone.
Yeah.
So Epá,
It is what it is.
it is what it is, bro. It is
Just gotta
what it
move. I feel like we just have to find a way of creating our own.
A cena que me consola é que, tipo, bro, even the people that were born in Portugal, like we want, they complain. They're like, oh, man, YouTube aqui em Portugal é trash, man, you know, so...
Mas Portugal também é small, bro. It makes sense that it's not as big as elsewhere. Portugal literalmente Maputo, Gaza. Maybe like a bit of Nyamban, but that's it, bro. Like you can go from like the southernmost part of Portugal to like the top of Portugal in like 4 hours driving, 4 or 5 hours driving.
Yeah, mas tudo é relativo, porque them being as small as they are, you as a Mozambican YouTuber, you would rather be there.
Yeah, you'd rather be there, of course.
But for them, it's like Brazil is it.
Brazil is it, yeah. Brazil's popping.
So,
but I think they have like an ecosystem. I know a few of like I used to, for some reason, follow Portuguese creators. Eventually, like a few that are like making bucks, bro, and they would get deals com essas brands de lá, like your Sumols, your thingies, and they were doing fine, but they were like creators.
Mas entre eles, they're probably like, this guy nem pagou nada.
Like, man, fuck this man.
I
wanna blow up in the UK, man. Yeah. That's where the money's at.
I used to follow a lot of quite a few Portuguese creators as well. Like, bro, you niggas are good, bro. Yeah, so
guys are doing well, man.
Yeah, it's levels, bro.
But no, I have a hope that we'll get there.
Mesmo aqui, irmãos, nós estamos a reclamar, mas these people, they look at Hernani, tipo, they look at us, tipo, pô,
I wish I was there,
man. Quem me dera, man. Tá a reclamar, você tá no banco, mas that's good, you know. Quando queres take pictures, so.
No, but I feel like, it's I guess it happens with everyone. We're always looking somewhere else.
Bro. Everything is relative, então... Gotta be careful with how much you complain about where you at.
Exactly.
So I'm grateful.
He's grateful. No, but I feel like you have a lot more to give. So we'll be waiting. Some brands just gotta come up with the big bucks.
Fingers crossed, bro. Fingers crossed.
Maybe we get a new series coming up. 10 episodes.
Yeah, we'll see, bro. We'll see if the money gotta be right too, you know.
Yeah.
So
but now you have an agency. They'll fight for you. Since you said you don't like to fight, you have Maida, just people fighting for you in your corner.
Yeah.
One thing that as we were talking, you mentioned, and I was like, okay, I need to go back to that thing. Was the challenges on your YouTube channel, because I want to know what inspired that. I really liked watching the things because you're just crazy stuff like, can I do a 1 finger push up in a week? How far can I throw this plane? What inspired that series of like, okay, I'm just gonna start making challenges or testing myself against these things?
It was a combination of things, man. It's not a simple answer. Tipo, primeiramente, you know Colin and Samir?
Yeah, aqueles dois guys que ficam breaking down YouTubers.
Exatamente.
And stuff,
One thing that they spoke about it, they said makes Mr. Beast and como chama aquele science guy that used to be at NASA, now he's a YouTuber. Mark Robert. Mark Robert. Não conhece?
No, I don't know Mark Robert. I was gonna say Neil deGrasse Tyson.
No, Mark Robert. You should see his videos. It's amazing. They passed something called the over-the-shoulder test.
Okay, what's that?
So over the shoulders, the test is it's a video that if someone can't hear what they're saying in the video, but they can watch over your shoulder, it's still interesting to them.
Yeah.
So it's visually appealing. Now, Mr. Beast does that with like bright colors, whatever. You see his video, bro, Mr. Beast is a genius, man. But Mark Robert also does that. Like his videos are very visually appealing. So I was like, okay, I need something that's also visually appealing to say, and I'm on a level where I think it passes the over-the-shoulder test. But I feel like challenges, like Dude Perfect also is a very good example of that. So I was like, okay, I think challenges kind of can reach a point where it passes that test. Another thing is I love to learn. If you notice the videos before that were about things that I read or whatever that I find interesting, right? And I feel like that is a good intersection where it's still productive, it's still like me learning new things, but it's also cool to watch. And it also, I felt like could please the algorithm. Like you can make longer videos and stuff, and it's still interesting from beginning to end. So I was like, alright, cool. That's what I'm. That's
gonna do.
Yeah, that's basically what my like. Hey, bro, the ideas I have for when I have a budget, I think I could make something really, really cool with it.
Yeah.
So,
and did you have like a system or like a framework for learning how to do all those things, people? How did you break down learning a new skill in like a week or 2 weeks or whatever?
one of my biggest inspirations on chamado Mike Boyd. I think, I don't know if there was someone before him.
Yeah.
There might have been much. I call him the godfather of like learning skills on YouTube, nah? And he has a course on Skillshare.
Yeah.
So you already know what it is. I procurei aqueles 30-day free trials. Got on in it and I watched it, and yeah, he basically breaks down how he learns and stuff.
Yeah.
Porque one thing that I wanted, I feel like you don't really need it to be that way. I wanted to make a video, like at least one video a week.
Yeah.
Mas bro, how many challenges are you going to be able to learn in a week? Mas tipo Mark Robert, for example, in a year, he might upload 2 videos.
Yeah.
But they still get like 30 million views.
Jeez.
Yeah. So that kind of made me feel like, okay, I don't have to post as often as I feel like if the end result makes it worth it. The wait. Então, another thing, tipo, big issue que eu tenho as a learner, I spend way too much time on the theory of things.
Yeah.
I like breaking it down. I feel like there's also value in just going into it, man. Então, you don't really need to have like a set system or whatever. Some things are sort of, bro, vamos a experimentar.
Until it works out. No, I asked it because I think there's this guy, he did like a TED talk on it, and he has a book called like The First 24 Hours.
Okay.
Where he sort of like breaks down how you can learn a skill in essentially 24 hours of practice and stuff like that. So I was thinking maybe you got inspired by that. But now there's some crazy shit, bro, like magic things. I was like, bro, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And how do you deal with like the frustration of it, things not working for a long time, bro? Você ficar ali, I think, what was it? Acho que foi aquele the card where you were tossing a card into like an app or trying to do something with with cards, and I was like, bro, like after I do this for like 50 times, I'm like, you know what, fuck this, man. I'm out.
That's where the videos batota dessa cena, because I know that in the end I have to post a video about this, so I'm like, I don't want to be the guy that didn't manage to do it. It's not as fun. So you just keep trying, bro. I'm a nigga frustrante, John. I'm a nigga frustrante. So I hope that comes across in the video, because it's like, I don't want you guys to think that this was easy or whatever. This was hard, Joe. Like, and a lot of like, I'm a nigga ceninhas que acontece tipo com aquele vídeo de lançar cartas, like, eu comecei a sentir umas dores no meu wrist or whatever. Meus dedos were exhausted. So. But the worst one was the handstand video. Yeah. Bro, my wrist got messed up, man. It got messed up. And in my head, I was like, eu tô mais lesionado, eu não vou fazer dinheiro.
I'm not even getting paid to get hurt, bro. I'm not even getting paid for this, bro. So, all for the love.
But that's the game, bro. That's the game, tipo. First part, you know, like there are a lot of people that got to it. Look, bro, Mr. Beast is the best story ever, man. Because like in the beginning, o gajo parecia maluco. Like, what are you doing, bro? This content is weird. But now he looks like he knew it all along. So,
but the videos were received. I think you were getting like a good amount of views on those things. So I guess it was worth all the effort every week.
100%, bro. Like Max mostrou-me que the video where I learned how to like do pen spinning tricks got 100,000 views. He reached 100,000 views. But the video reached 100,000 views because for some reason Brazilians loved it. They loved it. Like I think more than 50 até pouco. Actually, like 70% of the comments in the video
são brasileiros.
Just bro, faz lá outro, like whatever. I'm like, hey, bro. Guess this is big in Brazil. I don't know. So.
They like pens.
Mas outra cena que eu quero conseguir fazer, que é uma cena que Kaby Lame, I feel like made him a genius. He doesn't talk. So it makes his videos universal. Like, it doesn't matter what language you speak. I think Dude Perfect also does that very well.
It's like catching frisbees.
They barely talk in their videos. So I want to do something similar where, like, bro, I love to talk. I love to talk in my videos. So I want to do something similar where or maybe I'll create a second channel where I can just rant, because I also love to talk about, you know, things that I find interesting. Like Jay Richards is one of my favorite YouTubers, and I like his style of what he used to do when he was. So então talvez eu vou tipo criar second channel where I just ramble, mas like my challenges I want them to be they wanted to be the least amount of dialogue as possible. You focus on, I say, like me trying to accomplish this in this amount of time. I think that's gonna have a bigger appeal to a bigger audience.
Okay, so now you know that the Brazilians like pens, so now you just gotta build from there. Gotta give them the next video. Is the next video on the channel gonna be another challenge, or vai ser tipo something different? Because I feel like no channel só ficaram challenges like for
honestly I feel like I found a niche that I like, mas o next video is a little bit complicated porque tipo durante esse período que eu não estava a postar I was still doing a challenge, mas é challenge, é mental toughness challenge. I don't know if you heard it, 75 hard. It blew up on TikTok and whatnot. No. But it's a mental toughness challenge where you just have a bunch of activities you have to do for 75 days, like drinking 4 liters of water, exercising twice a day, blah, 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 blah. Mas eu não filmei. Não filmei durante the process because I wasn't in the mood. I was like, bro, I don't want to record anything. I want to take a break. So I'm just going to talk about that process. And it's also to get the ball rolling again. I just want to post something so that I can start recording.
Getting your momentum again.
Exatamente.
Create and stuff.
So my challenge is going to be it. Challenges is
I like that path. So it feels like you have like very defined boxes. Your YouTube's going to be the challenges spot. Your Insta is going to be the comedy spot. Where people like Tino, the comedian, push Tino, the challenge guy on
that's
YouTube.
Exactly right.
Okay, makes a lot of sense.
I think so too. Porque tipo the content I feel like doesn't the type of content doesn't intersect. What's good for Insta, I don't know if it's really good for YouTube. Like you have a lot of TikTokers coming to YouTube and creating shorts. Which is fine, but it doesn't monetize very well. So it's like if you
what's the point of YouTube shorts? I always see it like on the cover shorts. I think on my phone they show up more. If I'm more like on the PC, só aparecem tipo the full length videos, but they're always on the phone. I'm like,
I think it's just YouTube as a company not trying to lose a lot of real estate, I guess we can call it, because eles estão a ver que, bro, same thing with Instagram. Eles estão a ver que, bro, a lot of people are going to that TikTok, so let's try and get a piece of that pie. But I don't think that's a good play because like YouTube's strength is in long form content. So focus on that. Like the shorts are it feels like they're just a distraction. So from
especially because they only show up on mobile anyway. So like
that's what they're optimized for. Like on PC, nobody watches shorts on the PC. So yeah, man, I feel like that's what's happening with that. It annoys me. Porque I go to someone's channel and like in between the videos that I want to see, which is the long ones, that full shorts are like, bro, I don't want to see this. Like create a separate tab. You have videos and you have shorts so that it's not all mixed up. Because
it's not
annoying.
Nice.
It's annoying.
You're trying to TikTok everything.
Exatamente, bro.
But TikTok's making money right now, so I can't fault them for that.
Bro.
I can't fault them for that. They're taking over.
TikTok é batata, man.
They're frying everyone's attention spans, by the way.
That's the biggest issue for me. Like, bro, the next generation, bro. My man, good luck.
Bro, I was seeing something crazy. They were like, the next generation has used so much of these touch devices that they don't really know how to use computers. And I was like, bro, that's true, because I think we, like, people born like 90s, like throughout the 90s, early 2000s, we sort of had the PCs at home, like those white PCs, solitaire. So like we sort of got used to that, and then we went into like the nem chegamos aqui direto. We went to phones que tínhamos que teclar assim, and then we went into touchscreen phones. Much people, I'm gonna say born after like 2000 and let's just say like 6, 7. So kids that are like 10 now, 10, 12 and stuff, they were born with like touch screens, bro. So like all their life has been like touching things. So how do you put them on the computer and like, okay, it's nice, abra lá fala word, and they're like,
that's crazy, bro. Computers já uma cena do passado, man.
Yeah, now it's all because kids have phones, they have like iPads, it's all like touch screen devices.
Yeah, bro.
Agora você dizer que é tipo, tá aqui, PC, faz lá as suas cenas. He's like, how do you even use a mouse?
Nah, minha vida é PC, bro.
Yeah, but it's a very interesting
That's
thing.
insane, bro.
Yeah, we're getting, como é que é? We're being reprogrammed by all these entities.
Bro, I feel like we already have been, bro. But man, we already like a batalha agora é to deprogram ourselves. Porque, Joe, nós já basamos, man. Zuckerberg conseguiu, Joe.
That's where guys like Call Newport and stuff are very cool.
Yeah, but I feel like that's the future. I feel like everyone is getting a little tired, bro, of like digital. I feel like there's a general sense of like, bro, this is too much, man.
Yeah. Maybe we've gone too far now.
Too far,
like,
bro. Eu não acho que é coincidência, bro. That like you see so many digital detox things appearing, challenges, whatever. Eu acho que
it's
becoming more.
I feel like maybe it's for us, but then like the younger people, like, fuck it, we love this.
Yeah.
We love this. We gotta keep on thinking.
Mas já onde chegar, bro? The human brain wasn't meant for all that. Yeah, no.
All this input.
Yeah, we're not optimized for that. So
we're gonna see.
Let's see, man.
Outro guys, something else interesting that you mentioned, que era tipo Mr. Beast. The story is kind of crazy though. Eu estava a ver I think he was with Colin and Samir, que ele estava a fazer podcast a explicar como é que ele, like, how he started and all that stuff. And like, acho que foi, that was like the first time I heard about Mr. Beast story. Via vídeos, mas I was like, whatever, Mr. Beast, cool. Mas quando eu fui ver ele no Colin and Samir, eles explicaram tipo, I was at school, started making videos. Then I was like, I should just focus on this thing full time. Mom do gajo a dizer tipo, no, you have to go to school, you have to study. You guys said, Mom, trust me, like, I know, a cena vai funcionar. E he says he comes from like a small city, né? Que era tipo, literalmente, ele era o único YouTuber da dele. Todo gajo estava tipo, esse gajo aqui tá maluco. What's this
and he
YouTube
still
thing?
Lives in that city.
Maltejo, what's this YouTube thing? Esse gajo é maluco, tá a fazer sozinho. Ele a dizer que tinha friends que faziam YouTube, but they lived in other cities, so he had to like drive out there and like meet them. And he was like, when he met those guys, he's like, oh shit, maybe this thing. Then he got his first paycheck from like YouTube. They were caught in the court. I was like, okay, maybe just like
maybe it's not so bad.
Just like finish school, then Kabbalah school. And then he said like, after a few years, he was making like a lot of money. Tipo, first employee do gajo foi a mine. He's like, Mom.
This other job, I can pay you better.
I can pay you better. Just come and join the team. And I was like, bro, that's crazy. Like, so because they'll just self-belief the multi job. I don't know how, but this thing is gonna work somehow. I'm gonna make it work. And
when he went to Impulsive, Logan Paul commented, bro, I remember you coming to me and being like, in 2 years I'll be bigger than you. I was like, but who the fuck is this? Who the fuck is this kid? Who does he think he is? And he's like, he did it, bro. So, bro, é maninho crazy, tipo, mas eu acho que o maior problema dessa cena é, I don't know if I'm using this term correctly, but I feel like there's some selective bias in stories told in that manner. Porque eu não acho que Mr. Beast is the only person that had the level of self-belief in himself. But he's the only person that made it. Very much. I think a lot of people told their parents, I'm gonna be the next biggest thing. And a few years later, the parents were like,
down this biggest
where you
thing,
at?
So.
Yeah.
What's up?
So yeah, it's a little, because like I would always, like one thing that I wanted when I was in university was that I wanted to drop out. Just so I could be like, I dropped out and I made it as a YouTuber. But bro, if I had dropped out, I don't know if my story would have been that content.
Be like, maybe I shouldn't. No, but this stuff is crazy.
If I beefed with my parents and all these things, I don't know if it would be like much. But the stories you hear, man, like Mo Salah apparently has a crazy story where he had to travel by bus for like 2 hours there and 2 hours back and all these things just to train, whatever. There's a lot of people with insane stories, man, but there's also a lot of people with insane stories that didn't make it.
It's like survivorship bias.
Exactly.
But we only seen the guys that made it. The guys that didn't make it, ninguém tá ver, man.
Man, it's a lot more guys that didn't make it. So,
but it's still very insane, bro. E ele tava falando the money thing where he was like, I take all the money that I make off YouTube and then just
put it back.
Reinvest it. I don't make any money.
Pra mim que é terrível do Mr. Beast é que like he doesn't care about anything else. anything else. All he knows is YouTube. That's all he knows. So it's level of obsession there.
And he's like, yeah, I'm just buying a warehouse now for like the next challenge. Then I'm gonna buy another warehouse so I can put my team in there and they give me all kinds of stuff in there. Then there's another space where I'm gonna do this, and then I'm like, bro, esse nigga está a gastar dinheiro into these things.
He took this thing to level que ninguém imaginava que podia chegar, bro. Ninguém pode dizer que eles achavam que a YouTube video could reach that level of production, bro. Like, and he doesn't want to do it. He doesn't want to go into movies. Bro, I want YouTube, period.
Through and through. Aqui não é outra coisa. This is YouTube.
Man. I don't know, but YouTube owes a lot of gratitude.
Bro, it's keeping people on the platform, bro. Videos deal them out 50 million views. I'm like, bro, who else can make this, like, you know, these numbers que ele está fazendo? No one.
Imagine the videos that he's made and scrapped.
Porque ele diz que tem vídeos que nunca fez air.
And he might spend $2 million. $2 million é capaz de já nem ser nada pro gajo, bro.
It's like,
man.
Dinheiro de lanche. It's like,
it's levels, bro. It's levels. And like, it had to be him because of the personalities that look, bro, forget making the amount of money that he's making. Like, if I'm making $10,000 a month, já tô a perder a head, man. Bro, fuck off, man. I don't give a fuck.
And he's like, I feel like, that's why we're not there, bro. Because I feel like, bro, if I'm making that money, I'm like, maybe I can like relax a bit. I don't sit aqui doing all this. He's just like, now we have to do next thing.
If you were making $1 million meticais a month, bro, come on, man. Joe, forget it, man. You be taking your girlfriend to travel sítios que nem fazem sentido, bro.
Just because.
Mas para ti não é nada. You'd be like, bro, qual o problema? Não, passou, por que não? Tô mais chalo em Paris, qual o problema? Mas vamos voltar.
We're gonna be back.
Man, like, that guy's built different, bro. That guy's like, one of my biggest fears é tipo, eu começar a fazer baba and I just lose my sense of self. I just become one of those people that are like, você sabe que eu sou?
Yo, I am. Got 1 million subscribers on YouTube, bro. What do you think this is?
Dare you? I don't remember who was telling the story. I think it was my dad or something. And someone foi para spot. Ele foi para spot. Acho que foi para uma lavandaria.
Yeah.
And he got there and someone came to him and they asked him, they asked him for their name.
Yeah.
And he was like, what the fuck? Eu não vou dizer meu nome aqui. Desculpa lá. Só faz respeito. Bro.
Just your name, but just want to give you the right thing.
Yeah, just give your name. Mas tipo, I feel like it's a lot easier than we think to reach that level. Bro, I bet. Você nunca me contou essa, mas I bet that there's been moments onde você recebeu page and you were like, bruh, I can do whatever the fuck I want to do. I can go to the club right now. All those months.
Like, I'm balling, bro.
Yeah, bro.
You can slap people with money now.
And it wasn't like that crazy of an amount, but you felt like, bro, I can do whatever. It was nice. So, yeah, but I felt like that. I'd be like, bro, posso passar para sushi place and buy all this stuff.
Start ordering the weird things in the menu just to try it out.
Man, like, why not? Why not?
Bring everything.
Take one bite and throw it away.
Yeah, it's like, no, we never know until we get there. When we want to get there,
exatamente. Like, bro, eu sou maninho judgmental because I'm like, this nigga spent $50,000 on a watch. Yeah. Ridiculous. And one thing, my best friend would always say, bro, não fala nada, por cala a boca, bro. Você não tem, você não sabe, não é nada para
você não sabe quanto gasto tem, mano.
Exatamente. E você não sabe o que é ter a mola que esse G tem.
Exactly.
So, yeah, we don't know.
So once you get there, aí é que vai saber.
Exatamente.
How you would act in that situation.
Yeah, then you can talk shit.
No, it's crazy. It's money I aspire to have. Problems I always aspire to have. Yeah, what am I gonna spend my $50,000 on today? It's just
bro. Cool. O pior é que I feel like when you get to that level, you go somewhere, you spend money, and you're like, oh, that was $20,000. Oh, nem pareceu, So yeah.
Outro sítio que you see some of this crazy stuff happening is like TikTok and Twitter. I think I saw a tweet someday. It was like someone's like, you know what? I don't even know how much groceries cost, bro. Like I just spend money. I'm like, nigga, what? How do you not know what So what's the price you pay for these things? Like, don't you eat? Like, I don't even know what groceries are, bro. Let's just do groceries. Okay. You know, like what the hell?
Bro, your brain is busy with other stuff, man. You know, já viste documentário the SpaceX no Netflix?
No.
Check it out, bro. It's pretty cool. Like, Elon também is a crazy story, bro. Like, what they do? Like, bro, the guy was like, he was like, while he was asking, what he was wondering when he was a kid was like, why are we not in Mars? Like that was what he was plaguing his brain. And most of us would be like, oh, okay, pa, no tengo, okay, cool. Let me move on. And he was like, no, we need to go, bro. We need to go. So I'm gonna figure out, I'm gonna do whatever we need to do, and we're gonna go. And he's changing the game, bro. Like
space travel,
bro. Gosh, entra in industry, bro.
It's like what the hell?
What the hell, man? Yeah, what the hell? So, mas já tipo, when you see what that guy is trying to accomplish, why would he care what the price of milk is? Like, why?
Hey, bro, you still need to do your groceries. You still need to do your groceries. Hell.
Bro, you're not. Você, bro, você tipo, okay. Qual é bom exemplo, bro? I don't even know right now. Mas, bro, vai chegar level. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Não hopefully. Vai chegar level where your certas cenas, bro, you're not gonna ask for the price.
Yeah,
you're not gonna
be there like, buy.
Bro, you're just gonna be like, bro,
give it to me.
Eu preciso dessa cena aqui.
Yeah.
Até o que vai acontecer é tipo, vamos supor, you're in your house and you're like, o design da minha casa, o que eu devia ter é uma TV que vira para aqui, mas vira para lá também.
Yeah.
Mas eu não quero ter que virar sozinho. So I want something that does that for me.
Automatic.
And you go to the store and you're like, we don't have that. Make it. Yeah, make it. I'll pay for it. It doesn't matter. Make it. So it's levels, man.
Levels, yeah. Até outra cena. Always like think of crazy money stories. I think it was Elon também. I think he had like he bought a house in the neighborhood, like there in the US. He bought a house in the neighborhood. Mas depois, I think it was either like too many people were going into the house. People, yo, like Elon's house. A lot of people started going into the area, and the vizinhos didn't really like that.
Yeah.
So what happened is he just bought the houses of the neighbors, and then like they're all his houses now. So like you could just not have anyone there.
Hey,
like, bro. What are you guys doing, bro? How does this work, bro? Like, we need to get there. I need to,
bro. I level skill. Like, I don't aspire to get to. Mr. Beast down on level the fame that I feel like it's just too much, man.
No.
It's too much. Tipo, tava ver clip from a podcast he did recently. I don't remember where it was, mas guys tava contando uma história que like people now hire private investigators to find out where he is.
What the fuck?
To then go meet up with him. Mas o que acontece agora é que he's so big in his hometown that all the private investigators tell him when they're hired, they're like, oh, this person hired me too. Okay. So we were telling the story of like some guy from Dubai or something hired a private investigator. Went to, I forget where his place is, but went to his city, stayed in the hotel, and ele já sabia de toda cena. So his security went to his hotel and started looking around his hotel, and it was like, apparently the guy just wanted to give him video ideas. That's it. Like, that's all he wanted to do.
When you go through all that effort.
Mas that's for him, I don't even think it's really that. It's just being with Mr. Beast. Like, that's all you want. Like, being in the same room with that guy, like, is crazy. So I saw a thumbnail. I didn't watch the video. I saw a thumbnail that like Mr. Beast tried doing a charity event and it failed. That was the title of the thing. And I think, I'm totally assuming, I think it failed because he's like, people go crazy.
Yeah. It's like, oh, Mr. Beast.
Yeah, there's a very, so same thing happened when he launched the first actual Beast Burger store. Yeah. Like he said, I'm gonna be there for a while, bro. Bro.
I think I saw like one video que era mall que tava full de pessoas, they're all there for Mr. Beast.
Full the people. Like Mr. Beast can never have a normal life. Yeah. Ever. It's over for him. That's a very, so for me, it's like, I don't want to be able to be a person. There's a very like, so yeah.
But nessa cena, in the same way, I feel like at some point you just sort of just do what PewDiePie did. Man he got big one time because you know what? Nah, I don't want this anymore.
Yeah.
He just moved. I think he now lives in like Japan. He recently moved to Japan or something like that.
Isso eu não sabia.
Man, just like, yeah, you know what? Like, yeah,